All right, I've got another project going on today. Car's got everything in it. I love it for it. It was actually really hard to find one equipped exactly how I wanted it. You know, the twin turbo and the Vista roof, but not the appearance package and all that stuff. It was hard to find. And it came with one feature I wasn't expecting that I don't really like. DVD headrests. I mean, sure, back in the 2010s, that was a fancy thing for rich people. Because, I mean, those headrests were 2,100 Canadian dollars, the loonies. That's like 1,100 toonies, or 1,500 American, I don't know. Nowadays, we just use tablets. And these things, you'd think like, yeah, sure, keep them in there. I mean, they're a bit dated, maybe not as bad as the N64 controller ports on my old conversion van we had growing up. But what does bother me about them is there's no padding. Somehow we could fit 6 tornadoes onto a single plastic disc, but we couldn't fit a little bit of padding in front of that block of leather. So, went to the junkyard, and I got a couple headrests out of Explorers. A little scuffed, but they'll be more comfortable than that. I think I'd rather have a little bit of comfort for myself than a little bit of show off it. There's no DVDs in this car. Nobody's going to bring a DVD with them. It doesn't even hook up to the stereo. You use headphones, or the infrared headphones. That I don't have those, didn't come with the car. So those are coming out. I don't like them, they gotta go. You know, obviously you can't just pull them straight out because there's wiring between the two of them so that they can share one DVD. And then there's also another project I want to take care of while I'm in here. Several years back, I put in the massaging units out of an Explorer and an MKS. The airbag on each seat, one of them is blown, and you'll see how I tried repairing one of the 2 airbags and it didn't go great. My wife never uses the massaging. For some reason, she doesn't like it. So I'm actually, because I'm on a time limit and because the replacement parts are so expensive, I'm actually going to take her massaging unit and move her good airbags over to my massaging seat so that I have good massaging. Next month, I'm going to be driving 28 hours round trip, and I'd kind of like a little more comfort, both with the massage and with the headrests. So hopefully this recording goes well, because it's not like I can just redo this intro if it doesn't work out. Okay, so I'm going to start by popping these out. Obviously, that's not how you're supposed to remove these, but they've been broken for quite a while. See, that one's got a broken clip, so it comes out a little easier than it should. I've got a bolt here and a bolt here. 13 millimeters. Yeah. Pop this cover off. I've got a T45 socket to remove the seatbelt. So you can see this is the power that I added for the massage. Okay. All right, and with that, the seat can now come out. Careful, careful, easy does it. Voila. And I'll do the same on the other side, which you can't watch because, I mean, look at it. All right, wow, that kind of sucked, and I don't want to do that again, but I'm going to have to get this back into the other side. But apparently I couldn't find an accessory power, and the solution I came up with was to tap off the heavy power going to the dual climate module, and then just have a coil, you know, like a little relay and a coil, and then this says SEMG, which I'm pretty sure is this one. This would be G, this would be H, But beyond that, you can see the hoses for the things. Thankfully, I shouldn't need to go into the backrest at all, even to remove the headrests. You can see here's the headrest wiring. And all I'm going to do is cut the zip ties as much as I can, hopefully slide those right out. You can see I put some tape on this because this is pretty sharp. But I don't know if I zip tied it anywhere up the backrest or not. I remember this was a huge pain in the ass to put back on. Yeah. So now this off, you can see the massaging I added, including wiring information. And up there is the blower. The headrest wiring is coming up. Yeah, I don't think I have it zip tied anywhere. So hopefully I should be able to just pull it all right out. Where did it come from? Look at that. All right, so I guess I'm going to start with the driver's side, just see which bag needs to be replaced. I'm pretty sure this bag is the one that needs to be replaced. First, I need to get this off, which there's a 7mm in the front. And then back here is a Phillips that was hidden underneath the stuff. One of those fellers. There's also a post here, but it's broken. I mean, crap. And now I do not remember, I'm pretty sure there's clips along the bottom. I don't remember if it's, you know, to be honest, I don't think it was even necessary to remove this specifically, because there's a clip right here and a clip right here. I don't think there's one in the middle we need to worry about at all. So yeah, this is supposed to clip onto this, and it never did. It was like that even before I started messing with this thing. One more clip on that side. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So this wiring harness comes off. That slips out. Yeah, just like that. You can see the airbags, and then this is a little extension that I added to try to get the heated and cooled air up into the channel. I don't know how well it really worked, but I'm pretty sure this airbag doesn't work, and I'm not sure about this one. You can see I actually have it labeled. It's upside down view, but this is out the passenger side of a Lincoln MKS, a 2014 model. So part of the reason why I needed to kind of do that is that I did shift this whole thing forward. Like you see, these holes are normally here, which would push this to that point, and that I moved the pads forward as well. Well, it's because everything was happening way too close. Everything was happening back here. And it's like, well, I want the massage up here more, you know, on my thighs. So I guess let's pull this out and see what we can figure out. So pretty sure this bag is the one that's leaking. This one should be okay. So that one's fine. But this one, which sucks. That one's good. And that one's good. So, like I said, this one's bad. And when I get to the other one, you're going to see just how shitty of a job I do trying to fix it. Alright, so I'll take apart this one too, but unfortunately I think because this massage came out of either an Explorer or an F-150, and that one came out of a Lincoln, I think the connections are different, and I think it's the same airbag that's blown. I think you have to at least remove that screw so that you can get this out. Yeah, this is also same spot. That's right, the Lincoln one has quick disconnects. But now unfortunately this one, you'll see I tried repairing this. It didn't work. This one's just as bad. Shit. I guess I gotta try fixing that bag best I can. Alright, I'm back. And it started kind of thunderstorming while I was in the basement working on this. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, you can kind of compare the Lincoln versus the Explorer style. And as you can see, these were originally further down, but I don't really need it inflating an airbag deep in the crack of the seat. You know, there's more. My ass is right here, my thigh is right here. That's where I want the massaging to be happening. So I did do a little bit of messing around with it. What I did is actually used a vacuum sealer. I gave it several runs of vacuum sealing, keeping good pressure on it the entire time. And then I immediately held it down with a piece of tile against another piece of tile to make sure it's nice and squished. And it might blow immediately. It might hold. This one, because I did such, I pretty much had to cut this entire bottom off. You can see how much shorter it is. I also added a layer of hot glue, but I don't have a lot of confidence in that side, but it's the passenger side. And like I said, my wife never uses it. I might redo the wiring in these. I'm not happy with this. I don't know why I did that. Did I not have an add a fuse at the time? What? No, you know what? If these can be around this, then so can this. Now the really fun part is hooking this and this back together. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it isn't. Yeah, this time it was easy. Apparently there was one more clip that I wasn't aware of. Shoot, so that means that this does have to come off. I don't exactly remember how this comes off. Okay, that's it. The switch assembly comes out. All right, so a little bit of work's been done. I did decide to do the rewiring. So each of these now has just, this one has a length of wire on it. This one has a quick disconnect. Set in the car now. The relay is going to be under the seat, and I mean, I got kind of lazy. So one of these goes underneath, and it's going to be for the passenger side, and I'm going to vacuum all this. And yeah, I just wanted it a little cleaner. This was not my best work, but it's going to get changed in the future. Don't worry about it. All right, well, it's the next morning, and I kind of rushed through things last night because, yeah, the seats are back in, but they're not bolted yet. I connected the wiring, so next thing I can do is reconnect the battery, which I didn't mention before. I did disconnect the battery so that the kinetic classification thing over on the passenger side wouldn't freak out about not seeing the sensor. And I gotta remember where I put my 7mm to reconnect the battery terminal. I put it back where it belongs, that's why I couldn't find it. It's not a 7, it's a 10. The 10 was also back where it belongs. Alright, now hopefully we should get some lights and whatnot. That's a good sign. The seat should move forward and back. Yes. Which means I can put those back bolts in. And you know, if I'm not mistaken, the massage should work right now. Because it has the fuse. It has the connection to the accessory relay, so it's whether or not I got the correct wire for the accessory relay. But let's see if it's working. Yeah, that sounded like one of these two. I think it's the pump on this side. Right, so yeah. Driver, I select massage. I don't know if that'll really come through. It's going to do this. And then go up and down the back. Then goes back down. Nope, goes back to that. All right, so driver's side is working. All right, now let's see passenger side, because that's the bag that I really messed up. Like, I can't tell. Yeah, it sounds like that bag burst immediately. Yep, that bag's burst. But now the true test is driver's side. Does it burst right away? Feels like it might have held. It's hard to tell. Let's get these in the correct position too. I forgot there's no headrest. I don't know, isn't this thrilling? This is not the correct seat position. I think it's holding. Alright, so let's get some headrests put in. Okay. I don't know if these have particular sides they have to be in, but those are headrests. Do you see the problem? Wait, this one wants to turn for some reason. Yeah, somehow I didn't notice that this rod was bent, so we gotta get this straightened back out. Alright, I know my back is gonna love me for this tomorrow, but my solution was to put a piece of 1-inch rigid and pop it in there and pull it straight up. Alright, I didn't bother putting all the trim pieces back on, like these or that, because honestly, who cares? But, look at that. I have the base model headrests now, yeah! But the important thing is that they're actually padded and adjustable. So like I said, that one, the bag burst right away. This one, I think it's holding. I'm not sure. But, hey, this was a success as far as I'm concerned. Okay, well, the headrests went well, but not so much on the massage. We'll take a look at what I messed up and what it took to fix it in the next video, so stay tuned.